This is HipHop-Album-Debate. Let's get the conversation going, ain't no time to waste. Yeah, the podcast that I know you've been wanting. They talking real hip-hop, got everybody talking. Let's go. Yeah, keep it 100 and stay true. Hosted by my homie Q. Tune in and come through. Yeah, this be the spot, the number one place all day. This is HipHop-Album-Debate. Let's go. Hey, yeah.
Welcome to HipHop-Album-Debate, the podcast. This is Q, and alongside of my co-host, the lovely Miss Tiffany, that boy Tony Sweets, and last but not least, that boy Quea 3 Stacks. What's going on, family?
Yo. What's up, fam? What's up, fam?
Ice cold.
How cool is cold, right?
What's cool than being cool, man?
Okay. All right, so this is episode 16. Sweet 16.
16, bro.
Yeah.
Woo! Going by fast, fella.
Sweet 15.
Going by fast.
Yeah, we almost grown. We got our license now.
Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this
Can't
debate
hear about a mailbox.
Right. So this debate topic is, in your opinion, which is OutKast's best album? And I don't need to call them out. And we all familiar with their very impressive catalog. So no need to call the albums out. So we'll start with Mr. 3 Stacks himself. Talk to the people, Quea.
Yeah. Man, y'all hear the name, so y'all, of course, y'all know the OutKast.
Ice cold.
You know. OutKast, man. Formed in 1992 in East Point, Georgia.
He's permed.
Andre 3000, Big Boy. Andre Benjamin, Antoine Patton, man. Group. I'm gonna give you a little background on the group, man.
Okay.
Andre was living with his mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he moved out and moved in with his dad. And when he moved in with his dad, he attended a high school where Big Boy was going to.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up bumping into each other. They was hearing about each other, ended up bumping into each other, had a little battle, and they became friends. And that's how the group started, man. I just wanted to, if for those that didn't know. Albums such as Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, followed up by AT Aliens, followed by the classic Equipment, followed by Stanky on You, followed by the Greatest Hits, followed by what's that? Love Below, and then Idlewild, right? Love Below, Speakbox, then Idlewild.
Yeah.
Oh man, asking me which is my favorite OutKast album.
No, it's tough, huh? I hear you.
Because first of all, you got Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, man. Hits like Players Ball. So this was the introduction. Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something. Crumbling Earth, which is my favorite song on the album. Crumbling Earth, man. If you haven't heard that song, please check it out, man. Quea, man, you got Return of the G. You got Rosa Parks, Screw It on the Bobbit, featuring Raekwon from Wu-Tang. Synthesizer featuring George Clinton. All the storytelling, featuring Slip Rick, and my favorite song, which is Liberation. Please listen to that song if you haven't listened to that song. Featuring Erykah Badu, CeeLo Green. Man, listen, man. I don't think it's been a collection of artists that impactful on a song before or after. That's just my opinion, man. Stanky on You. Jesus Christ. Humble Mumble. I think that's my favorite song. Humble as a mumble in the jungle of shots and screams, man. That listen, man.
When the cracker crumble, so I got to reroute my dreams.
Come on, man. Miss Jackson. All Before I Come, featuring Gangsta Boo. Slept on song, slept on album.
Absolutely.
Classic. Greatest Hits. Y'all might gloss over that, man, but it's actually got 2 new songs, Funkin' Around and Whole World. I think Whole World went platinum. Somebody may have to double check those stats, but I think that song went platinum. Man, do I even got to speak on Speaker Box Love Below. Diamond
Please
album.
Please don't.
Wait, Tony. Wait a minute. Tony.
Please don't speak on it. Please don't speak on
it. Diamond. Did I say diamond?
Diamond.
Tiffany, look at your hand, left hand. Is that diamond? Okay, thank you.
Nope.
Diamond album, man. What's the song? Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, man. Come on, man. And Big Boy did not disappoint either, man. He came right back with his song. I like the way you move.
Ooh, good God Almighty, boy. That was the Lord. That was a nice. I don't dance like that, but I was dancing.
Get on music.
Ooh. Had a moment.
Roses, man. Yeah, that's a slept on album, man. Please go back. On the go back. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite too. Roses.
I really enjoyed that on the go back, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Then Idlewild. A lot of people slept on Idlewild, man.
It's easy to sleep on Idlewild, cuz. Go ahead. Easy to sleep on Idlewild.
Wake up, Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, wake up. Okay. Mighty Open. Okay. Morris Brown. The Train. I think that may be my favorite song. But Greatest Show on Earth, I think that's my favorite song.
Okay.
With Mason Gray and Andre 3000. And Hollywood Divorce featuring Lil Wayne. Y'all sleep on this album. Please go back and listen to Idlewild, man. But as far as my favorite album, Jesus Christ. Oh, my landlord. I don't know. Man. I'm gonna come clean, fellas. I don't got a favorite, man.
Okay.
I enjoy every album. When I listened to it today, man, it's just like my first time listening to them. And the good thing about OutKast, man, you can always catch something that you missed.
That's true. That's true.
A lot of Easter eggs in them albums, man, if you go back. And that's the good thing about lyricism. That's the good thing about classic music.
Agreed.
It gets old. That's why OutKast is the best group ever. I'm not about to argue with you guys, man.
Not the Migos. Come on now.
No. Not the Migos. OutKast is the greatest group of all time. OutKast is the epitome of putting the candy in the medicine. OutKast has a lot of songs where they're really talking about social issues, but they can make you dance while they're telling you. Because y'all don't want to. Come on, man. What did he say? Y'all don't want to hear me. I just want to dance, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
And those are facts.
I can talk all night about OutKast, man. I'm gonna let somebody else go, man. I'll pick up.
That was a good breakdown, Quea, man. You ready for this one, boy?
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
I see why you put the emojis in the chat.
Say what? Yeah, man.
Put the emojis in the chat. You wait on this one, boy.
I was waiting on this episode, man. As y'all can see, in my name is 3 Stacks, so you know. I was heavily influenced by OutKast, man. And, man, that music man.
Love.
My life, man. I would say that, and I'm gonna end it right there.
What's up? Are we done or we finished? We got Miss T. We're gonna let you go last.
Let's circle back on that one.
Nah, that was good. That was good, Quea. That was
real
good,
good,
man. I felt that passion.
Yeah.
What's up?
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
Hell of a breakdown, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
You should have went last, cuz. Go ahead.
All right. Talk to the people, Miss Tiffany.
Come on, Miss Moore.
To follow that, goodness gracious.
I feel for you.
But that was a very helpful breakdown and history about, I agree, one of the best duos of all time.
Yes, but continue.
I like OutKast also, but I think I don't know, with some of their poppier stuff, I kind of like shied away, and then coming back and like doing this, I forgot actually how amazing they were. So it was really fun to kind of re-listen to a lot of those albums. So yeah, it was really tough. I had to kind of listen to about like, I narrowed it down. I thought I knew what my favorite was. And then I re-listened to a couple more, and then I narrowed it down to like 3, and then I listened to those 3 again. My favorite is Aquemini. Yeah. Okay, so here's why. Because kind of what Quea was saying is, you know, you got like Rosa Parks, which is like a great dance song, but also like they're covering some social issues. I think it just, I don't know. I think with a lot of their albums, what was really cool is that, yeah, they're really great lyricists. They're really great musicians. They talk about a lot of serious things, but you have to kind of really listen to hear what they're saying. I think those 2 guys are really just overall like good humans too, like generally. They try to keep some of that. I think they kind of kept some of that, like the negative parts of some of the gangster rap, like out of some of their lyrics too. And the reason why I like Aquemini is because, well, one thing, it also, they had George Clinton on synthesizer. And I think since George Clinton was one of their major influences, and I mean, I really like George Clinton. Yeah, and you can just hear some of that in like a lot of their music. So I think that was great. And then you got Mamacita, Spadiati.
I'm sorry.
Right. It's like when I'm listening to an album, I love it when like the next song after the next song comes on, and you get that, ooh, that's right, this one. And so it's kind of like that vibe and that feeling for me, because even like the artist storytelling, I was like, oh man, I forgot how great the song was.
Right.
And I'm also kind of a trip hop fan, and they had a little bit of like trip hop in there too. Anyway, so it was that one for me, but Stankonia was a very close second.
Okay.
Can't go on, Tiffany.
That was good.
Turning it over to Tony now, because we
that
can
was
talk
good,
about
Miss
this
Tiff.
all day.
Ready to talk to the people, Mr. Sweets?
I'm ready, bro.
Okay.
All right, so my particular album that I would say is not only their best album, but one of the best albums ever made. I would have to speak on, and it's a double album, and I was hoping to stop Quay before you went further. Speak about the Love Below.
Oh, so you did it first. Okay, continue.
So what a way to put it. And I'm sorry, Quay, I don't really consider Idlewild a album. I consider it a soundtrack. So when I say this, Speak About Love Below was a fitting way for them to, kind of end things in their group career, when particularly at the time, this was a stretch for them to actually put this together. Both of them were working on separate projects at the time, and actually started off doing separate albums and decided to get together and finish the rest of the album here. I mean, back in Atlanta in their studio together. Stankonia compared to Andre still doing it out in LA, which where he started off at. And a cool fact that I realized today, after doing my research and doing my work, I see that Andre 3 Sacks, he did some producing on Speakerbox, but he did the whole Love Below by himself. He didn't let Dre help out on do any producing on the Love Below. He was the only producer outside of one song. He let somebody help him with it, but outside of that, he did the whole thing by himself.
That's correct.
Wow. It'd be lazy for me to bring up their commercial success with this album because it's already been stated. But it's just one of the best albums, man. You got the ghetto music, Bow Tie, which was also put on Idlewild and also put in the movie. The Rooster was put in the movie also. This coming from Bamboo. All these songs were put in the album Idlewild too. Got a lot of hot joints on there, man, and just the samples were off the chain. And then once you get to Love Below, man, I was at work and I just turned that thing on to let it play.
Come on, man.
Just let it play. And, you know, I couldn't skip, I couldn't stop or nothing. Just let it play, man. The interludes. Listening to the interludes on the album, man, it really brought me back to when interludes actually gave you a lead into the next song compared to just something just random. Every one of the interludes, especially on the Love Below, told you what you're going to get into on the next song, and it kind of put you for the next song. And I really appreciate that point. Happy Valentine's Day.
Come on, man.
Every day to 14.
Every day to 14.
Every day to 14. Where my panties at? Where my panties? Where my panties? I mean, he gonna think I'm a hoe. Where my panties?
Come on, man.
Come on now.
I bet she thinking that. I bet she thinking that I think she a hoe.
Right. Then he actually brought up a cool fact. He actually said, "What if God was a woman?" I caught that when I first heard it long when it first came out. You know, it was a controversial thing to actually say something like that, and he challenged that. Prototype. When me and my wife renew our vows, and you know, we're gonna do, I don't know, soon. We're gonna play Prototype songs at the ceremony.
Beautiful. I think I'm in love
again.
Come on, man. Again.
Right.
Beautiful.
I think that you are the one.
Yes.
If not, you are the
prototype.
Yeah. Beautiful.
She lives in my life.
Come on, man.
Talk to the people.
Talk
to the people.
Just keep going.
Talk to big God Almighty. If I feel like having church, preach.
Pretty pink, baby blue. Man, come on.
Preach.
The song, one of the best songs on the album, "Take Off Your Cool" with Norah Jones.
Baby.
Man.
Hey, man. That song is so therapeutic, man.
I want to get to know you.
I want to get to know you.
Take off your cool. I want to get to know you.
It's so simple, but it's saying a million words.
Short song, not a long song. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, man. Of just beautiful melodic instrumental. Just fills your soul with the type of songs, man. And
which the lady that featured on that song was Big Gipp's wife.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Norah Jones. I didn't know that.
Yes. She was married to Big Gipp.
I did not know that. Well, I said all that to say, you know,
I remember her. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, just speak about Love Below, man. Just not only one of their best albums, my favorite album of theirs, one of the best albums ever made.
In music, period.
In music, in period.
Yes.
Period, Pooh, as the kids say these days. That's it. That's it.
With a T on the end.
Right. Yeah. I slashed my throat when I said it. Period, Pooh.
You do got a lot of good.
I felt the air coming when you poo. I felt the air. Boy, what you got, man?
Okay, boy, y'all listen, man. I ain't never been nervous, but y'all got me nervous, man. Y'all got me nervous.
No.
Good God Almighty. Let me take my time with this. Okay, so for me, I always went back and forth, man. It's two albums, two OutKast albums. They went back and forth for a long time between one and the two, and they still the one and the two.
ATL
I'm sorry.
ATLians and the Aquemini.
You close. ATLians. But Aquemini was number 3. ATLians number 2. Yeah. But Aquemini damn near almost been number 1. I'm talking about just in recent, just on the go back.
Oh, you're right. All right. Okay.
Because of one song, not because of Rosa Parks, not because of the title track, not because of Spody, that double list, not and
liberation got to be, man. It got to be liberation, bro.
Hey, but
I'm sorry to cut y'all off.
It was no, you all right? Hey, it's Return of the G.
Oh my God.
Reason being, Miss Tiffany, don't feel like you excluded. You a part of our family, so don't even feel sideways when I say this. You a part of us. When I say Black America, we have a problem. Black America, we have a problem. Is it white supremacy? That's a problem, but it's not the problem. Is it police brutality? You know, you got these cops like Derek Chauvin, as Jay Prince called him, a gangster with a badge.
Kenny Ray.
Shout out to Kenny Ray. Gangster with a badge.
Gangster with a badge.
But that's not the problem.
That's a problem.
It's a problem, but it's not the problem. Yeah, yeah. I think we all have had some situations where the police and pulled you over, you know, because of your car. You know, that's why I got rid of my old school. I should be able to drive what I want to, but I enjoy the pleasure of you know, not being harassed from the police because of my car. And it didn't happen all the time. I don't want to throw it out there like that, because it did. But it used to happen when I was younger. It didn't happen when I got older. I throw that out there too, you know, just to be fair, because I don't want to generalize it. There's some good cops out there. Shout out to the good cop. But
shout out to Pat Abrams.
Shout out to Officer Abrams.
I just had to say that, man.
If you got a problem,
my classmate, Pat Abrams.
That's our friend, our classmate. You got a problem with Officer Abrams, you got a problem with me. I'm throwing that out there. And I meant that.
Clown butter.
Cause dude solid.
Saved my life twice.
Hey, right. And hey, we know the story, which we'll touch on that when necessary. Hey.
Right. All this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Shout out to Officer Abrams, good dude. Hey, he rough anything. He got my vote. I don't even live in Alabama no more, but I'm gonna tell my mama to vote for him.
Oh man, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, he get my vote. Whatever you run for, sheriff, mayor, governor. Hey, throw me in the commercial. I'm in. We with it. But anyway, get back to what I was saying. Black America, we got a problem. It's not the popo. Black America, our problem is Black America.
Nigga.
Yes.
To be
yes, Negroes. Niggas. Excuse me, niggas. Again, Miss Tiffany, you're a part of the family, baby. Don't feel excluded. You included. Niggas. And I try to stay away from that word. But I deem it's necessary, brother 3 Stack. Now, hey, look, now I'm finna switch over to Christianity to Muslim all of a sudden. Boy, y'all got me fired up. Now look, watch this. This is 98. Mr. 3 Stacks, he spoke on this. I'm just gonna read the lines.
Oh, I wanted to say it, question. Go ahead. Though.
Okay. It's the return of the gangster. Thanks to them niggas that's on that blow that'll run up in your crib, which contains your lady in an 8-month-old child of raise. Plus, you true blue about this music, but they don't want to hear it. Because they rather be bouncing and shooting and killing and bouncing and shit.
Get down.
It's the return of the gangster. Let's do it together, quick. Return of the gangster. Thanks to them niggas that think you're soft and they say you be gospel rapping. But they be steady clapping when you talk about bitches and switches and hoes and clothes and weed. Let's talk about time traveling, rhyme jabbling, something that's mind unraveling. Get down. Return of the gangster. Thanks to them niggas that got them kids. They got enough to buy an ounce, but not enough to bounce them kids to the zoo until the
come on.
So they grew up in the dark, never seeing the light until they end up being light.
Being like your sorry ass. Robbing
niggas in broad ass daylight.
Get down. Of course, I would like to add one more thing.
Talk to the people.
Every time I try to get a piece of mind, niggas try to get a piece of mind.
So what you have to do, Quea?
Grab my piece.
Lord, how much?
Man, he could have ended the verse right there.
Right there. He ain't have to rap.
Even started.
He ain't have to rap.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I try to get a piece, that's like a triple entendre right there.
Right.
Every time I try to get a piece of mind, niggas try to get a piece of mind. So I gotta grab
my piece.
Wow.
Good God Almighty. But I almost gave Quea my face just because of that, just where we at right now with Black America, we fucking up.
Man,
we got some white America buying in saying, okay, we with y'all. We see it, but we fucking up. Instead of we trying to do what's right and holding each other accountable, we fucking up. And we know we not holding each other accountable. You know, but if it's a situation with a police officer raising all kinds of hell. But this been a problem because this song came out in 98. So that means any youngster, that means you were probably born around this time or shortly after. So that means your dad's one to blame. Yeah, your dad's one to blame.
I ain't gonna cut y'all.
Well, I'll say this, Quea. I almost gave it Quea just for that, because that's just where I'm at, because it's time out, man. It's just time out, man. We going backwards now. We were moving forward. We went backwards somewhere along the way. So I almost gave it to that, not to get too, political and black righteous.
Right. Shout out to Chicago.
Right.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yeah. But man, with all that being said, I had to give it to that Stank on You. AT is my album, man. It really is. But that Stank on You, man.
Oh my God.
So fresh, so clean.
Oh my God.
And so that's just a regular they took a regular topic and made it just so dope, right? So fresh, so clean, but it's just the way they did it, right? But let's talk about Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, whoever this been an issue that's been going on since couples with kids started parting ways.
Oh shit.
Dealing with the baby's mama's mom. And they the first ones, I think now. We could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. They're the first ones to do a song from that angle. Now, Kate,
how long we been dealing with this, Quartez? How long has this been going on? Forever?
Forever.
That was good.
I had to.
It don't seem that long.
Hell no.
Look, shout out to K Solo, the rapper. He had the song out back in the day called "Your Mom's in My Business." So he, that
Your mom's my business.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Your mom's in my business. So that was that angle, but it wasn't a child involved. There wasn't using the child for a come up, using the child as a pawn to get to the dad the way it's going on now. And they were the first ones to address that. Not to I don't want to throw nobody on the butt. Well, I'll just speak on my situation, but I'm not gonna throw nobody on the butt. But I dealt with what I dealt with. And again, this is kids involved in this, so I don't want to just throw it out there, but it's a challenging thing that people, if you ain't been through it, man, you wouldn't know the pain. You wouldn't know the hurt. some guys go through trying to be there for their kids. And you got to deal, not only do you got to deal with the mama, the kid's mama, you got to deal with the kid's mama's mama. Cause they influential to their daughter.
Baby's mamas?
Right.
On, man.
Yeah. And man, when Dre said, hey, pray so much about it, I need some knee pads.
Oh my God.
Boy, I listen, I'm not lying. I've teared up a few times when he said that. Cause that was me. Pray so much about it, needed some knee pads. Lord have mercy.
It happened for a reason.
Be mad. Yeah.
Yes.
Notice that everything's cool, but and yes, I will be present on the first day of school
and graduation.
No matter what.
Shout out to my daughter, man. Be graduating this year on May 26th. Yeah.
Shout out to her. Shout out to CC.
Yeah, CC. Love you.
Yeah, we proud of her. Shout out to my baby. Desiree should be graduating. and you know, my oldest in college. So you know that it's just a blessing, you know.
And yes, I will be present.
Yes. But so you got Bomb Over Bad Dad. Of course, that's don't put a thing.
But Quartez, this is what I was talking about, man. They are the epitome of putting the medicine, the candy in the medicine, man. They talk. Listen to what he's saying. Don't pull your thing out unless you can bang. That's a serious issue,
right?
Especially amongst our community, right?
Yeah.
But listen to the song. You dancing to the song, but he talking about something really serious,
right?
And that's a lot of songs, even with Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
I seen some white kids singing it. I don't even know.
Right.
Somebody just posted the other day. It was a Nickelodeon show where little white kids would redo rap songs.
They
were singing Miss Jackson. Yeah, they were doing Miss Jackson.
Kids Bop, Quay. It's Kids
Bop. Yeah, that's it.
I know Kids Bop. It's all they playing, my brother.
Hey, I get it. It's catchy. It's kind of like Rick James, right? Mary Jane. You didn't even know. Well, no, bump that. That's
about weed.
Right. But I went too far back. Let's talk about Scarface. Hey, Mary. Mary.
Do your thing, Mary Jane.
Do your thing, Mary Jane. Yeah. So we'll stick with Faith. He talking about that Mary J. Warner, but it's so catchy, such a beautiful song. In it, everybody vibing to it. I know I did. Again, I wasn't really much of a smoker, but, But yeah, you're right though, Quay. Substance.
Man.
And then look, watch this, Quay. They was ahead of their time. Watch this. We love these hoes, right? From the fake wig to the fake
man.
Fake nails down to the toe.
These girls walking around here, Mr. Potato Head dogs. Nowadays.
Right. So they talking about a wig, fake eyelashes, fake nails, fake that. Right. We love these hoes. Now look, watch this. Hey, like you said, they looking like Miss Potato Head. Fake everything. Fake titties. Fake ass. Man, ain't nothing real on. Ain't nothing real. It don't even jiggle when you try to shake. Come on, man.
Man, motherfucker fuck around, sit on safety pin, fly around the room.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Motherfucker in the ceiling.
I gotta keep staying your purse, baby.
I'm just saying.
I love women.
Now look, I'm a firm believer. Now Snoop said this in the song. He said it don't matter what you spent on it, as long as you get what you pay for. Now I'm a firm believer that now don't matter what you spent on it, as long as you get what you pay for. But I think that's excessive. I think when he asses when they don't look real, I mean, hey, ain't that wrong with the upgrade here and there? Now, I'm not totally against it, but damn, like you said, Quay, when you looking like Miss Potato Head, hey,
man,
Man.
When you look like Janet Jackson with all your accessories on, and you take them off and you look like Freddie Jackson,
right, that bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Not the Chris Tucker,
right. But of course, thank you. So you had the Humble Mama. You mentioned that great jam, Erykah Badu. Explosion, good feature from Be Real. If you're a fan of Cypress Hill, I thought that was a good feature.
Thanks.
But my favorite song, other than Miss Jackson really, really hit home, especially when I got to dealing with stuff, relating to that. That really touched home. But other than Miss Jackson, my favorite song, and it was my theme song then. I'll call before I come.
Before I come, I won't just pop over out the blue. And I hope that you do too.
That's my favorite.
I really do now. If you don't like surprises. Surprise!
Boy, that's my favorite jam. And shout out to Gangsta Boo. I love her verse.
Man, one of the most underrated females of all time, man. Shout out to
Gangsta Boo. I had an obsession.
Slid on that beat, like the youngest say. She slid on that one.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, man. That was dope for her to just you used to her rapping over Paul and Juicy beats, these up tempo, scary type beats, you know what I'm saying? And then she come and how they say it, she slayed it. She slayed that just, man, that funky beat. She just wrote the hell out of it. Man, love it. Love Boo verse on that.
What you want to do with the Gangsta Boo? My bad.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I'm gonna keep listening to his albums for like the next 2 weeks, especially after y'all talking about him too. I'm like, I just probably gonna be playing OutKast like all the time now.
see, Tiffany, it's the theatrics. That's all it is, honey. You just gotta get theatrical. You gotta get as theatrical as we are. That's all. You right there with us. We just extra.
Oh.
Yeah, you know more than we do. You know more than we do. Don't please.
No, but I'm like, it's, what is it? Rejuvenating my interest in OutKast again, because it's like, you two of y'all talking about like some really great music, and I'm like, oh man,
yeah,
listen to that song again right now.
Yeah, Yeah, and I mean, you look at like a Miss Jackson, that song. So by you being a female, and not taking a sexist route by no means, just dealing with the baby's mama's mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's gonna hit home to a guy that's been through that. Whether it's myself or Quea or buku's of other guys around the world. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us. It's gonna hit home, if you experience that,
We have many conversations, huh?
Oh, hold on. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Quay.
I was just gonna say, man, I believe they were the perfect group, man, because they really complemented each other, man.
Yeah.
Too well.
Yeah.
Dre the shy one, but the lyrical one.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Boy the charismatic one, the player type guy, the smooth fella.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Duncan Fender Hughes and what's Blade Brown? What's that name?
Class Act.
Yeah, Class Act, man.
With Kid and Play.
Andre the nerdy type of guy.
Right.
The big words, and Big Boy, the player type of guy, the smooth guy, the ladies man.
Yeah.
And they complement each other well, man. And I went back, like Tony said, man, Dre really produced, and Big Boy too, they really produce a lot of their music, man, especially toward the later albums.
I thought it was after the first one, because Organized Noise.
Organized Noise.
They said they were kind of not upset, but they were kind of hurt because they were starting to, do their own thing.
Really like to control that's why they got Stank on the studios.
Sure.
So they could do a lot of their music in the house. And Andre was a big, he didn't want none of his music to leak. So they really want to control of all their music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Quartez, we didn't have these conversations too.
Yeah. And I get it. Because you think about how do they get leaked? That's how they get leaked. Homeboy letting a homeboy listen to it, then that homeboy letting them, next thing you know, man, hey, the street got it before the stores got it, So.
And I never heard a leaked OutKast.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Wait, hold on. Tiffany, what was that?
Yeah, what was that, Miss Tiffany?
The South got something to say. I like that you added that. I like that you put that on the blog. I was like, oh yeah.
There you go, awesome. Tiffany. Talk to the people. That's what I'm talking about.
That was in my notes. I left it out. That was at the end. The South got something to say, man. Grammy Award speech. The most iconic speech. The Source Awards. The most iconic Source Award speech ever.
Yeah, it was definitely a pivotal time, because they were getting booed, and it was necessary. It was necessary. You say
it's
that.
Like we got a demo tape, you know what I'm saying, and don't nobody want to hear it.
Yeah,
but it's like the South got something to say, man.
Yeah.
And then they were kids still too.
Yes,
they were like so young.
Right.
I guess they were all pretty young.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, think about how he came on stage. Remember, he was clapping when they came on stage. When they were born. Yeah. Andre was clapping. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't want to clap for us, we'll clap for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get your East Coast, West Coast crap. Like, shut up and make some good music.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
That's the pinnacle of the East Coast, West Coast beat.
Yeah. That's a weird situation to boo somebody too, man. It's like they're up there accepting an award. They won fair and square. There's nothing they did to prevent you from winning. And so for you to boo them just because you won, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And also, fun fact, man, Tupac was a real big fan of OutKast and Goody Mob.
Mm-hmm.
And Tupac was doing was in works of an album before he died, called One Nation, which was going to feature OutKast and Get 'Em Up.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I forgot about this, man. It's Stakeonia. It's nothing but a skit or interlude, but it should have been a song. Cruising through the ATL. We be cruising
cruising.
That wasn't long enough. It was just like 30 seconds then. Break. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that on that Steak Only. That was my cut too, but it wasn't there but a little interlude, little whatever. It was not long at all.
Pull your whole deck, fuck pulling your car, but still take my guitar and take a walk through the park. Man, come on.
The boy was talking about something, man.
Shout out to Big Boy too, man, because I feel like Andre was so good. People don't give Big Boy his credit.
They the perfect balance, man. I mean,
perfect balance.
Mm-hmm.
I really, as good as Andre sound, I don't, because we ain't really just heard it. We ain't really had a chance to really. I mean, you got the love below, but I just think they balance each other out, man. I really do. As good as Andre is, Big Boy is, in my opinion, Big Boy is just as good in what he talk about. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? and what he's talking about. You know, a little bit of comedic. You know, comedic. He's a little funny with it. Yeah, Big Boy depth because he gives you what Dre won't give you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no OutKast without Big Boy.
Right. They the perfect balance. Perfect balance. Yeah.
Got it, man. I see everybody putting Dre, which I mean, well deserved. Dre should be in your top whatever MCs, but Big Boy is not too far behind.
Yeah.
Big Boy helped a lot of people out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Killer Mike.
Oh. Right.
Yep.
Bubba Sparks.
Hey, shout out to
I guess.
Yeah.
They put T.I.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people didn't know. You watch a lot of go back and watch a lot of OutKast videos. T.I. is somewhere in the background.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of OutKast videos. And a lot of people don't know Future is Dungeon Family alumni.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's Rico Wade's nephew or cousin, somebody like that.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah. He was always around.
He was around.
Yeah, that before he got with what buddy, the one that brought him in? What's Rocco. Before Rocco brought him in, he was with Dungeon.
Yeah, okay. OutKast and Dungeon Family influenced Future, and look how many little Futures walking around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to give OutKast their flowers.
It's a pipeline, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
South is on top right now, and OutKast is one of the reasons why the South was even heard.
Yeah.
Why we even gave the South a chance, because people looked at the South as booty shaking, country bumpkin, Bamas.
They want
Alabama is a state, but Alabama is a diss. When people in the up north, people call people Bamas, they call y'all country. They call y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We date our cousins and everything. Yep.
All that.
Yep.
So
yeah, OutKast, they played a part. We need a little bit more reinforcement to come along behind that too, which that's a whole nother discussion. But OutKast definitely was right there, man. They played. They were one other reason, not the only reason, because it's some, it was some other stuff need to happen along the way, I'll say. But we'll get into that though.
But when I go back, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when I go back to the South, got something to say. I'm just saying, we not just booty shaking and dancing. We really got substance in our music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we really can rap. Like we got lyricists. We know how to use big words.
Yeah.
And all this.
Yeah.
But remember though, like I said, Quea, because that was 95. AT Aliens haven't came out yet. So after that, to me, because this is just my take on it. You got OutKast. After that, man, they just start being them. Because remember, I said this. I think in the Kings of Crunks debate, the Lil Jon. Hey, no, we don't just make booty music. But even if we did, guess what? That shit jamming too. You know what I'm saying? But then you got OutKast. They talking about something lyrical. Goody Mob, lyrical. Face talking about something. You know what I'm saying? A-Ball and MJG talking about something. UGK talking about something. But we still, the South still needed that Master P to come in there, man, and just say, fuck it. We just gonna be us. Either you like it or you don't.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? We needed that.
OutKast, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. Look at the title. That lured everybody in. You know what I'm saying? That album was the little balloon man that's flying around in the front of the store. That's attracting everybody to come in that store.
They're the one leaning, be leaning sideways and stand up.
Yeah.
But you got Players Ball. You got, what's the other song? So you bringing everybody in. You giving them what they want to hear.
Yep. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
When you go to the store, man, you got a lot of variety of shit to choose from.
Yeah.
And that's what OutKast is, man.
Yeah, I agree. I
really think they the first version that cross over like rap group that cross genres, man. I know you had a Run DMC back in the day who would rock this way, but that was just one song. Like we talking about OutKast.
Well, I think it's also different because they didn't necessarily just cross, like DMC collaborated with Aerosmith to create like a rock song. So the best and the best came to, whereas like OutKast, they were so talented. Yeah. They could just do that style of music really well on their own because I watched an interview with Big Boy even today where he was talking about how they would just travel and, they'd pick up music in Europe and whatever. And then they come back and they would incorporate that and just figure it out.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I forget which show I said this on, man. When I was talking about the South. We took from everywhere. He took from East Coast, West Coast.
Right.
And we just stirred it up in a pot, man.
Yeah.
That's why we've been running the game as long as we have, man.
Just like fish and grits.
Fish and grits. That's right, man.
Like fish and grits.
Let me hear you something. Yeah. What song was that? Throw hands in the air.
Alien. I mean, AT Aliens, wasn't it? If you like fish and grits and all that pimp shit. Yeah. Now, that was the beautiful thing, man, because, the South, we always been humble in a way where, you had a lot of East Coast cats that only listen to stuff on the East Coast, only listen, they so confined to, to their surroundings. I mean, you had some, now this is what I had people to tell me along the way. You had some guys in Brooklyn, only listen to Brooklyn cats.
Only listen to Brooklyn.
Now that's not everybody now, but that was some people. They were so biased.
Man, come on.
Then look, watch this. What's Suge Knight former home Mob Jane?
Right.
Mob Jane. Hey, they was loving. They were blood, so they was only listening to Quea. They didn't listen to MC8.
Yes.
Being in the South, we didn't have it. We liked it,
man. We was open to everything.
We was open, right.
Southern hospitality. We gave everybody a chance. We welcomed everybody.
If it was jamming, it was jamming, man. It didn't matter where you were from. East Coast, West Coast. If it wasn't jamming, it wasn't jamming. And it wouldn't have anything to do with where you were from. It wasn't like Craig Mack album was just a whack album. It didn't have anything to do with him being from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. R.I.P. to Craig Mack. But
R.I.P. Yeah.
But Biggie was a different story. You know what I'm saying? We weren't biased. If it was jamming, it was jamming. If it wasn't, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think a lot of cats were doing that too. They were getting behind, shit that shit didn't sound good, but they were behind it because it was from the East Coast. So they were behind it, The West Coast wasn't as bad as the East Coast, but the East Coast was real bad, man.
What?
With it. They was real bad. Biased. Not all of them, but a lot of them were, man. And they know it. We ain't making this shit up.
Was once Atlanta. Meaning you had to pop in New York to be considered what hip hop is. To go to New York and pop and make a name for yourself.
Right.
Now it's Atlanta. Atlanta is the Hollywood. So it's it's a beautiful thing, man. And all back.
Yeah.
To OutKast, Dungeon family.
Yeah.
Shout out to CeeLo and everybody.
All of them that came even before them, they kind of started laying that groundwork, MC Shadi, Kilo, Raheem the Dream, all them guys that kind of started laying that they were getting the blueprint ready. You know, they may not have. Well, they all played a part. They all, you know, but the guy that kind of came before the cast and the Goody Mobs, you know, they definitely was laying the foundation. You know, like I said, MC Shadi, Raheem the Dream, Kilo, you know, I'm sure I'm missing some, but you know, I just wanted to make sure we shout them out too. You know,
facts.
Yeah.
Gotta pay homage, man.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm trying to do, you know, because I remember, man, you know, like I said, come from a big family. You know, a lot of my older cousins were playing a lot of that, you know, like I said, Raheem the Dream. MC Shadi, he was signed to Uncle Luke, but he was originally from New York, but he moved to Atlanta when he was young. But he was signed to Luke Records, but he was signed. He was living in Atlanta, in Atlanta, representing Atlanta. You know, so I remember all my older cousins playing this, you know, that booty music, bass music. Hey, it was what it was, man. They, you know, they, you know, it wasn't the only thing popping in Atlanta, but at the same time, hey, you know, hey, there's something about them girls, man, that's cornbread fed and thick in the legs, you know. It's just what it is. You got to give them something to dance to, baby.
Let go.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the colony.
Yeah.
Yay.
Let go.
All right, y'all. We only got one comment tonight.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we did. Master Beats, the Lord, all faithful. And faithful, man. Hey.
Master Beats, man.
Yeah. Shout out to little homie, man. All right, so this is what he writes. He writes, personally, Southern Playalistic is my favorite. I came back to it the most because I love its sound, but you can't go wrong with AT Aliens, Aquemini, or Stankonia. They're all bangers and can be played at any time. I don't care for Speaker Box, The Love Below, outside of the singles, and Idlewild takes me to Skip City outside of Mighty O and Hollywood The Voice. Good God Almighty. Shout out to little homie Master Beats, man.
I'm short on the rent. What are you saying? Speaker Box, what?
Hey, he said Idlewild takes him to Skip City. Lord have mercy.
A lot of people slept on Idle. Man, like Tony said, some people don't consider it, you know, official album.
Yeah.
Enjoy the album.
Yeah, because it was the soundtrack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still some good, some
great song.
Yeah.
Life is a musical. Listen to that song, man, when y'all get a chance.
Yeah. Okay.
I disagree, man, but I respect your comment. How old is he? I wonder. Is he younger?
Yeah, he's young guy, but
he's young. Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy Love Below.
And it's different. You know, this is a different album compared to the other 4. You know, which is intentional. Yeah, because all the albums are different. Like neither one of the albums sound like, you know, the previous album or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's intentional.
Yes, man. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go to the polls?
Let's go to the polls. I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. You can't.
No, I'm genuinely asking.
No. I'm sorry. Hey, please, let's go to the hat polls. Holy guacamole, Batman.
It looks as though I cannot tell how many people voted this time, but out of every one of them voted, in your opinion, which OutKast album? Huh?
Go ahead. I'll tell you. I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Yeah. There's something about that. In your opinion, which OutKast album is the best? Speaker Box, Love Below, 43%, with Aquemini right after it at 29%, and then Southern Playlist everything's in Stankonia. They tied for 14% and 0 for the other two.
Well, the two.
Hey,
At AT
aliens.
Yeah.
I know. See, I don't like saying that one, just like the other one, because when I read it, it's like what happens in my head. You know, like with those words where you know how to say it, but when you actually read it, you're like, I keep messing it up.
It's kind of like my real name, honey. Don't try to pronounce it. Just go with what everybody else say. Hey, look, because we say
no.
But look, we say AT aliens, but it's really, honestly, I don't even know how to pronounce it just on how it's spelled. What is it?
Italians.
Right. There's not another A in there. So,
see?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That don't even sound.
ATLians.
I don't know.
Yeah. See, that don't even sound right.
Well, that's another debate, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
And Idlewild had 0, so that would an Idlewild 0.
Yeah.
Baseball bubble. Okay. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah. The last time, man, I did this debate, I had put a little money behind it. I promoted it. It got way, more votes, and it was way closer than this. There a lot of people vote. So that's the thing, because we all know AT aliens. Now the last time Idlewild didn't get a vote, so that seemed to be the consensus of that being the least album or whatever. And that's not to say it's whack, but that's the consensus. That's the least whatever. But AT aliens, man, it was like, I think it might have won the last time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So
I got one more question too, fellas, before we. If y'all don't mind.
What's that?
I got one more question if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Out of all OutKast's albums, how many do y'all think were classics?
Oh, Quea, that's a whole nother, that's an episode.
4 to 5 out of the 6. I mean, yeah.
I agree with Tiffany.
I agree. I agree with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say 4 definitely. No, definitely. AT aliens, Quea, Stankonia, Love Below. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, those 4 for sure.
4 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, because Southern Player Listed was a dope album, but it was
But Quartez gotta hit the sword, because I need my other half on Mike, because the Southern Player Listed kind of music was a classic, right? Shout out to Big Boy.
It was a dope album, man, but it wasn't. It was a dope album, but I put it to you this way: AT aliens set the bar. To me, it's a big gap, man, between AT aliens and Southern Player Listed.
Facts.
And they to blame for that. They the one raised that damn bar. They raised the hell out of that bar. You know what I'm saying?
Playing like, man, that's the man out front. That's the little. I don't know what to call that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was just getting people to listen on that album. I believe that was a plan.
Right.
Because Dre was dressing regular. Dre was a regular person out.
All of that.
First album.
Yeah, the Atlanta Braves jersey and all that with the Kango hat. That he regular. So somebody did that already. That wasn't new. That, you know what I'm saying? That was no innovation. But AT aliens was innovative.
Everybody wearing the what you call that hat?
Yeah, that shit our grandmom used to wear. Little Dre wearing shoulder pads. Oh no, that was equipment I wear. We was doing the yeah. Which I'll say this, man. We're Miss Tiffany. I know you're getting tired. Her eyes getting droopy. But I'll say this though. They got that from George Clinton, Boosie Collins, Cameo, and Prince, Rick James, all that. Which he shouted them out. What he saying? So fresh, so clean. just hide out in the attic for 2 weeks. Rick James and No Chains and Whips. You know, all his style of Dre style of dress and all.
Yeah, I was just finishing that verse.
Oh, but yeah, Dre's style of dress and all of that is George Clinton. But you know, they were different. That wasn't the norm. You know what I'm saying? George Clinton. That's a whole nother story, man. Because I'll say this, man. We can wrap it up. But
different shit. Andre did it first.
Well, what I'm saying, George Clinton, Parliament, they were signed to Motown first. Well, George Clinton, so they were doing what the Temptations were doing, you know, in the Four Tops. And George Clinton was like, man, this is not it. Man, hey, this y'all homework. Go look up George Clinton. I'm talking about his first group. He was in Motown. He had a perm like the Temptation, how they used to wear they perms, you know, back in the 60s. Regular, with a suit on, with a regular suit. This is 60s George Clinton. And he was like, he was saying the Motown wanted them to be like the Temptations. And he was like, that he knew that wasn't gonna be enough just being like the Temptations of this, you know, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. They're gonna have to be themselves and then get into the 70s. That's when you saw George Clinton, they landed the mothership on stage, all that shit. Boosie Collins, because Boosie Collins was with George Clinton before George Clinton said, man, you your own man. We're going to have to let you do your thing. I'm in a loving way. So anyway, that's where Dre don't get it from, because George Clinton went against the grain. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still applauding them, because who's going to do that in rap? And who done did it since Dre? And OutKast.
Come on now.
Ain't nobody did it since there. Y'all ready to bounce, man?
Hey, man, let's get out of here.
All right. Hey, we out or is we out?
We out, man.
We out. We out.
Everybody be safe.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
Hey, yeah.